by. Some people like that hurt. Some just rather say goodbye. Bye. Hold on, wait a minute. Feel my heart's intention. Hold on, wait a minute. I left my consciousness in the sixth dimension. Left my soul in his vision. Let's go get it. Let's go get it.
Okay, buddy. Y'all better listen up and better listen up good. Good morning. Wow. What an incredible, incredible morning it is. Wow. Podcast time indeed. Good morning to all that are here. Wow. It is so incredible to see you on this fantastic, fantastic Monday morning at 11:13 a.m. Wow. Wow. Good morning. I'm Marika. Yo, the white light is clean. Hey, but so is his beard line. You see this? Etched it up this morning. Better chill out. Good morning. And to the second episode of the Awkwardly Close podcast. Second episode, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. We are absolutely on fire. 2 for 2. Batting 1,000. This morning, joining me, as always, is the one, the only, Trey the Professor!
What's up, chat?
Hey, my man rolled out of bed literally 10 minutes ago.
Literally
10 minutes ago,
I'm so
alongside
fucking tired.
of one of the largest men to ever walk the face of this house. We move on to the one they call the Weasler. We've got... We've got my boy, Cody. Dude. Yep. That was way... Oh, dang. Yo,
Man,
is that a triple XL t-shirt? You're about to flex and bust out of that thing, bro. You're about to flex and bust out of that damn thing. You better chill out on
Macho
me.
Man.
Hey, you look great. You look great in gray. Meanwhile, Trey's out here looking like a damn bum.
Just literally.
Like a damn bum. Anyways, good morning to you both, especially Trey. I see you sipping out of my coffee mug. Hey, but he texted me this morning. He texted me about having a cup of coffee. I allowed it. Feels good, man. Good morning to you both. Big fan of both of you. What a week it has been since our last podcast. Wow, so much has happened over the past week. We're not gonna be able to talk about it all.
No.
We need to have a conversation about bumping this up to a couple times a week. But
Yeah.
like we might start banging out morning streams as podcasts.
I was thinking about that too. Maybe like 2 a week.
Yeah, something like yeah.
Two's a
Two-
solid.
Like one at the beginning and one at the end, or like in the
Yeah.
like a Monday to
Yes.
Thursday or something like that.
Dude, that sounds prime.
Yeah, we might end
actually.
up doing that. We might make that a thing. Speaking of a bunch of shit that happened, I need to actually watch my language on here because I'm gonna get monetized. GF and D, dude. Of course, we're gonna talk about the most important thing that happened, which happened yesterday. Okay, and that is the Chiefs winning their second Super Bowl in franchise history, the first in 50 years. Trey, dude, I know you're super pumped about it, dude. Pog champs. Pog just claps, baby. Just claps. So Trey just hates everybody, apparently. Anybody that's not from South Florida and from the U, Trey does not care. Okay.
Nope.
For some reason, I don't know why. If you had to choose right now, Nick Bosa or Patrick Mahomes, I asked you this question last night. Patrick Mahomes, Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa, reminder, Nick Bosa went to the Ohio State University, okay? The Ohio State
By the way,
University.
God, I hate them.
All right.
By the way, they tried to trademark that and they got denied.
They tried to trademark the word the.
The.
Jesus, God, what are they thinking?
Yeah, because they think they're the best at everything.
Hey,
so.
well, you better listen up, buddy. They're the best at producing Super Bowl losers.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The Chiefs win their first Super Bowl in 50 years. Pog champ. Their 10-point comeback is tied for the second largest in a Super Bowl. Can you believe that, Trey? Wow. There have been
incredible.
3 teams in Super Bowl history to lose a 10-point, lose a 10-point fourth quarter lead. And let me tell you something. Kyle Shanahan has called the offensive plays for 2 of them.
Was that Atlanta?
Yeah. 2 out of the 4 teams to ever blow a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. And my dog Kyle Shanahan has been at the wheel. Wow.
So he's like the anti-clutch.
Dude, he is the opposite. Like my man just is a transmission that fell out of the car. Okay, it's pretty insane, actually. Like I when I read that stat, I was like, damn, I didn't even think about that because they blew it to the Patriots at home. Feels so bad. And we were actually talking about it while we were watching the game yesterday. Dude, John Lynch.
Oh my God,
dude. Okay, so Trey's got some pretty deep roots with John Lynch. Okay, big John Lynch guy. Always has been a John Lynch guy, and still to this day, right here, right now is. Hang on, let me actually put some tunes on the background here. My bad. Still to this day, right here, right now is. And we tuned in to John. They actually panned to John Lynch at one point of the game. It's like
right before halftime.
Right before halftime. So 49ers have all their timeouts, and they're actually kind of driving down the field.
Yeah, it was right beside they hit the
bomb.
Yeah. Called back.
And right before Kittle offensive pass interference. Omega. Anyways, they pan to John Lynch, and John Lynch is in a frantic timeout mode. Like, bro, you call a timeout. Like, call a timeout. The next time we see John Lynch, he's on the field standing right next to Kyle Shanahan. Like
if I want to call a fucking timeout, I'm gonna call a goddamn timeout. Sorry.
My dog went from the owner's suite to the sideline right next to Kyle Shanahan, which, by the way, every time I hear Kyle Shanahan, I think about Kyle Shanahan, the Kyle Shanahan that we know, which is so wild.
The skimmer.
Yeah.
Who now works at the golf course.
Does he?
Yeah, he moves the golf carts.
Hey, shout out to Kyle.
Hey,
Hey, he's
shout
cool,
out.
dude.
Yeah, big difference in the two. But yeah, pretty crazy, man. Hell of a game. I really enjoyed it. I know a lot of San Francisco 49ers fans are pretty upset, obviously about them losing, but also a couple things in general. One of the things that I wanted to touch on a little bit was the close calls there at the end. So, Damian Williams scored a touchdown to give the Chiefs the lead in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. And that was on that real sketchy toe tap, where they didn't have definitive evidence to turn over the call. And I'm actually going to play that right now. That way, if you missed it, you can take a look at it. Because it was I was rooting for the Chiefs, so I was cool with it. But let's take a look. Let's take a look at it.
He's working against Richard Sherman. Mahomes throws, pass, caught. Williams, touchdown. Kansas City jumps on top. Yeah, it's close, Joe. That
It is. It's very close.
Where's the ball before that happens? In the fourth quarter.
Look at
of
his
the
shoes,
Super
by the
Bowl.
way.
Hey, the
Yeah, we were
ones,
talking
baby.
about that.
Yeah.
Got it across the goal line, but it looked like that right foot might have been out. Here's another look.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
Ruling on the field stands. So now for me personally here, listen, I'm okay with it. But at the same time, it is definitely a topic to be discussed in the sense of, why don't we have overhead cams?
I don't know.
Why is that not a thing? Why are there not goal line overhead cams? You can't tell me that the NFL can't afford some overhead cams.
Yeah,
Okay.
they definitely can.
You can't tell me that. There's absolutely no reason why there should not be overhead cams on all like that should be an immediate review, right? So like every touchdown gets reviewed in Super Bowl, correct, Trey?
Yes.
Okay, so why would we not have, even a couple of different cams? Ones up there that go like super zoom, like big boy, like to the T. That way we know for a fact that's a touchdown. Like, how is that not a thing? How has that not been discussed in 2020? How has that not been a thing?
They usually have the pylon cam as
right,
well.
right,
but,
and
I mean that wouldn't matter in that situation.
Right,
though,
and
because
that's what they showed. They showed a little bit of that, but that, I mean, what does that do? I mean,
I feel like the last angle of that the replay you just watched
From the
shows
side?
him shows him not making it.
really?
That last and another one, one of them, like it looks like he definitely is in, but that last one, does not look like at
Really?
all.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I think I am in agreement with the fact that there was not enough evidence to overturn the call,
Right.
and I think that's the issue. I think there should be more evidence. I think that the only reason why calls like this happen is because of the lack of information. So when I say that, I mean, what the hell? Let's get one over top. I think I'm about it. I want to say I'm about it until the Seahawks get screwed over on it.
By it?
Yeah.
Talk about, yeah.
You'd
Until
be
the
saying, no, take that away.
Hey, what the? Who put these damn cameras up here? God.
No, they definitely need to do something about it. Like, I mean, think about how many people watch this Super Bowl and how big it is, and for you to have nothing to
Yeah.
like
What,
definitely like catch that, like that's
bro? What's
pretty
6
bad.
extra cameras to the NFL?
Yeah.
What's 6
Probably
extra?
not.
3 over top of each end zone, like one wide angle, one kind of zoom, and then the other one is just super zoom on any like. What are we talking about here?
and we have the technology.
We have the technology, and let me tell.
It's there.
And all I'm saying is, Damian Williams, touchdown, take the lead, easy clap. Okay, that's all I'm getting at here.
By the way, sorry to interrupt you, but
Lay it on me.
by the way, when they were losing, I said I wouldn't watch it anymore.
Right.
And then I get home because I was at Justine's parents. I got home and they won.
You know what's super funny, Trey? You remember me?
We were talking about that.
So the Chiefs were losing, right? And we were going into the third or fourth quarter or something like that. And I was literally like, listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, the only reason that the Chiefs are losing right now is Cody's watching the game somewhere, I guarantee.
True.
And I was literally like, bro, I'm telling you, Cody is watching the game somewhere right now, and they're like, he's the reason they're losing. Like, the second Cody quits watching, the Chiefs are gonna win. And sure as shit, the drive of drives happened. That bomb pass to Tyreek Hill for like 45 yards or some shit. Like that was immediately Cody immediately was like power off, and it was back in action.
Yeah,
Back in action.
I gotta do this for the Chiefs fans out. I thought of Josh in my head just.
I actually called Josh right after, and I was like, dude, I bet Josh is just hammered right now, going.
For sure.
Okay, So I called him, and he's like, "Hey, dude." I'm like, "What? What are you doing?" He's like, "Just watch the Chiefs win." I'm like, "Have you been drinking?" He's like, "No, I got work in the morning." I'm like, "What?
Wow.
What?
Whoa.
What, Josh? Your Chiefs
That's
just won a
wild.
Super Bowl, the first one in 50 years, and
Of
you're
your
not
lifetime.
hammered?" Oh man, I was like, dude, guaranteed he is blacked right now. Guaranteed, my dog is blacked right now. Speaking of the Super Bowl next year has been announced. As of 1 hour ago, the Super Bowl is in Tampa Bay at Raymond James Stadium, home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay, and I could not be more happy for my home state of Florida. Wow.
For sure.
I don't get me wrong, Miami, I get it, cool, but it's Miami. Everybody, come on.
I agree.
Let's bring it down a notch. Let's get a little home cooking, and we'll get it in Tampa. And I'm pumped about it. The last Super Bowl that they had was in 2009, and now I think they said February 7th at 5 p.m. Florida time. On CBS, like they've already got it ready.
Go.
I saw a super funny tweet about that, and it was like everybody was like super fired up at the press conference for it. Goodell's there, and along with like everybody from Tampa, and they have I don't even know his title, but he comes out and he's like, they announce everything, they finish it, and he finishes his speech. He's like, "Who's ready for the Super Bowl 2021?" And like got like no crowd reaction. And then the tweet was like, "Bro, the Super Bowl ended literally 9 hours ago. It's hard for me to get hype about something that ended 9 hours ago. Like, dude, what are we talking about?" Like,
The 49 fans are probably like, "Dude, please. We're still hurt.
We're
here."
still mourning.
Yeah. Like Trey's mourning right now.
A Super Bowl is like the end of like all holidays, though. Like it's the official end of the holidays. I mean, because you have like, like all of the Thanksgivings, the Christmas. The
Oh
New Year's,
yeah.
and then in
Yes.
February is the Super Bowl, and then it's gone. Like there's
Damn, we got nothing now.
the holidays are gone now. I mean,
Well, Trey, you
Valentine's
forgot
Day,
about
what?
yeah, exactly. Trey, you forgot about Valentine's Day.
Lame.
I mean,
Do you have a Valentine, Trey?
no.
It's me and Jess. It's
It's
me and
me.
Jess.
I can't wait to just pull up a chair wherever they show up. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you guys going to eat here.
Mind if I hang out?
just pull up a chair.
Hey, you know what, Trey? We want you. We want you there. That's actually our anniversary too. Is on Valentine's Day.
Nice.
2-year anniversary
Mm.
on Valentine's Day. We're at that level now where we're decorating our bathroom together. So, and it looks damn good. Trey, you been in our bathroom yet?
I went to the downstairs bathroom, the poop bathroom.
Okay, good. Don't get your
No,
damn
he's been in that bathroom. He doesn't want to tell you.
get your damn paws out of my bathroom. All right, that's for us. Get your damn paws out of here. Back to some Super Bowl talk. Dude, Super Bowl commercials. It wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right to talk about the Super Bowl without the commercials. Okay.
For sure.
Okay. Lay it on me. Favorite Super Bowl commercial of the whole thing.
The Lil Nas
Gonna
one.
pack the car. You need to pack the
That's
car.
that was actually a really good one.
I died.
They did such a good job with that one.
Yeah, dude. And David Ortiz comes up the top. It's wicked clean.
Hey, you're killing it. All right. So what you
Oh,
got, Cody? You got Baby Nut?
The baby nut was
Yeah.
Dude, big
Lil
Baby
Nas
Nut
one-
guy.
Dude, that's my favorite.
Big
When-
Baby Nut guy.
When Lil Nas is on the horse and he's doing the this, and then I forget his name. Oh my gosh.
The dude
He-
from the ranch?
Yeah, and he turns around to his horse, and the horse is like,
Nope. Those are pretty good ones.
dude, that was by far my favorite.
I'm going to
Oh
go honorable mentions here. Or the Post Malone
my-
Bud
Oh,
Light
shit.
Seltzer one. That was a good one. I
That
thought that
was
was pretty
funny.
funny. But it seemed like, and I was thinking about this as we were watching it, like, dude, I feel like a lot of those commercials were just like, who can be dumber than the other? You know, like who can get way more weirder than the next one? But
a lot of dumb makes comedy, though. To be honest,
I mean, you are not wrong in that sense, and I think there was a lot of dumb commercials that was pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
But now there was also a lot where I was like, what? What are we talking?
I feel like they've been better in the past
Same.
years. You know,
I was kind of disappointed with all the Bud Light commercials. I mean, there wasn't like a lot of great ones. I mean, they had the one Posty one that was
funny.
Awesome.
And then you saw the two guys from the commercial. They panned in on them. They were at the Super Bowl slamming Bud Light seltzers, still with the Post Malone tattoos on. That was lit, dude. That was actually it. Was Post Malone at the Super Bowl? I think he was. I think I saw an Instagram post of him at the Super Bowl.
I'm sure he was.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. Damn, now I want to look. Let me see.
Also, in the past Super Bowls, what's the one commercial where it's like really snowy and then they bring out the horses and it's like super, it's not funny at all. It's like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Is it a Budweiser commercial?
Yeah, the Budweiser one.
Budweiser horses.
Did they even have one? Like,
yeah, they had one, but it wasn't funny.
It was super serious again.
Yeah, because it was like people drinking Budweiser, like different people like celebrating and stuff. Drinking it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and I was like, God, that's literally the difference between Bud Light and Budweiser. Like Bud Light actually has like great funny commercials, and you look forward to. So like commercials you look forward to is like Doritos.
Yes.
Bud Light.
Yeah.
And the insurance commercials that they usually have. I forgot what it's called, which the actual company off the top of my head, but
Rocket Mortgage did a bunch of pretty good ones.
I think it might be Rocket.
Rocket Mortgage did a couple good ones.
The Tide too, when I keep to the guy with the dirty shirt.
What's his name?
He's from.
It's Always Sunny.
Oh yeah, right.
And Horrible Bosses. I'm about to look.
Yeah, he has the high pitched voice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he just keeps walking on his laundry and he's like, not today.
Yeah. And then the final one, he gets it. It's Charlie Day. That's it. Charlie Day, dude, he is so damn funny, man.
Yeah, dude.
He is so damn funny.
And she's like, oh, you got it clean. And he's like, yeah, finally. And she wipes it back on.
Yeah. It's so funny. That was a good one. Because when we first saw it, we were like, what the hell is that? Because it was a part of the Bud Light, because you saw the Bud Light night.
Oh, the night, right.
Yeah. And he was making fun of the stain or something like that. Then later on, he comes back. Yeah, I thought it was lit. I thought that was super funny. But yeah, the Boston one was damn funny with Jim Krasinski, old Jimmy boy,
Captain America.
Yeah, and David Ortiz. And then I don't know the name of the girl. We were trying to figure that out last night. I forgot what her name was.
She was on SNL. I know for sure.
I know her from SNL, and she was also on Parks and Rec for a spell.
Yeah. Yep.
And she's been in a couple movies. I feel like she always plays the same kind of character, but she was funny in that commercial as well. I like that a lot. One thing I also want to talk about while we're still on this on the Super Bowl thing, dude. That's probably one of the better halftime shows I've ever seen in my lifetime.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that halftime show was lit. J-Lo, Shakira killed it. Absolutely killed it. And here's one thing. Did you watch it or no, Cody?
I did.
Here's because I was hype about it. Because they're both Shakira and J-Lo are both doing it for their age right now.
Yeah,
absolutely killing it. I love it. And one thing I wanted to put on the spot right here, right now, was Shakira or J-Lo. What do you think?
Shakira.
J-Lo.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Going back to the roots?
Dude, oh yeah. Jenny from the block?
Dude, okay, so
Jenny from my heart. Like, come on. She's a babe.
So when J-Lo came on the stage, we were like, Trey and I both were like, dude, I don't know any J-Lo songs, and Jess was with us, and Jess was like, "Oh, you know."
Are you guys kidding me?
She was like, "Oh, you know plenty of J-Lo songs, like you know them, but you don't or you don't know them, but you definitely know them."
Oh, I know.
And she opened up with Jenny from the Block, and we were like, "Oh, let's go!" I'm still Jenny from the Block. Yeah, she goes hard, dude.
Yeah, she does.
I was about that life.
She was awesome.
And then A-Rod in the crowd just fangirling super hard.
What about the guy that got way too close to J-Lo?
Hey.
Like, dude, he's dead right now.
Yeah. Who was that? What was his name? I don't remember his name. No. But he was up there like hitting her with like the air smack, and I was like, dude, A-Rod's about to come over there and eat you, dog.
Yeah.
But then I saw a bunch of stuff on like Instagram and Twitter of them filming A-Rod, and A-Rod's literally on his phone the whole time, like just fangirling super hard. I love it. I love it. I thought it was so damn funny, man. Oh man, I thought it was so damn funny.
I like to point out that I personally wasn't the biggest fan of the halftime show.
Why?
I don't know. Like I think it got a little weird at one point.
Yeah.
Where the guys were like crawling on the.
Yeah, that was pretty weird. Yeah.
I wasn't the biggest fan of that. Also, there's been a few Super Bowl halftime shows that I really like the one Beyonce, Bruno Mars, and Coldplay. That was probably one of my favorite.
Janet Jackson.
No.
I
was sitting right next to my grandpa when that happened. That was the most awkward thing I've ever seen in my life, dog.
Were you
right
really?
There. I swear. I was on the couch, just me and him. So it wasn't like a lot of us.
No.
And no one saw it but me and him. And I go,
how old are you? When was that? Was J-Lo and Justin, so that was
that was Janet Jackson.
Oh yeah, Janet Jackson
and Justin.
There was a lot of people in that halftime show.
He ripped it off, and I was like, and my grandpa was just like this. Like, I'll never forget that in my entire life. And dude, no one else in the house saw it. There was like 15 people there.
Just
it was
stone cold. Finally.
So bad. That was so bad.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah,
that's a moment that you and your grandpa will never forget.
Yep. And we share. It's so great.
Dude, how about Tim in a commercial?
Yeah.
Dude.
That's awesome.
Old Timmy boy. Old Timmy himself out here in an NFL commercial.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, I think it's great. I want to know how much he got paid. That's when I want to know how much he got paid.
I'm sure he got paid.
Yeah, I'm sure he did too.
I know.
Probably why he's in Florida.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But I think it's a great thing for a lot of reasons. One, I think it's lit that first of all that Tim's in a commercial, because listen, if Tim can get in a commercial, literally anyone in this world can get in a commercial. Okay. If Tim can get in a commercial, any of you guys that are out here watching or listening right now, if you've looked in the mirror this morning, you're like, God, dude, I am ugly. You can also you can get in a commercial. I can guarantee it. And then second of all, I think it's great because we were talking about this before the podcast started, and I think it's great because the NFL is trying to introduce football to gamers through
for sure
streaming influencers. Right. So, and we had a conversation the other day about how literally no one knows anything about any sports, which is fine. It's cool.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's all good. Not like we talked about the dudes, the Fortnite guys that were picking players for the Super Bowl
Twitch rivals.
Yeah, whatever it is. And dude, it was so funny hearing these dudes being like, chat, I don't know who to pick.
Tell me. Tell me.
Who are these people? Like, dude, it is so damn funny, man. And I think it's great, dude. I think with what they're doing with you know how like right now we've got, I think it's just Tim and Nick, right, that do NFL streams. They get like the Thursday night stream, and which makes perfect sense because Thursday night, I feel like Thursday night football is super underwatched because it's Thursday night. And what a great way to branch out to a new audience, and especially such a big audience, by making its way over here on Twitch to promote it a little bit more and having the big names that everybody knows watch it, hang out, and just do like they would normally do, but just watch football and get paid for it. And I think it's great. I think it's great because I think it's going to introduce a lot more maybe fans to the sport, which would be great. I mean, not like the NFL needs any more money, but
well, it also ties in with, I mean, think about the sorry to cut you off.
No.
The NFL skins on Fortnite. Like, you know, they promoted it, you know, it kind of ties in all together finally, like what they're trying to do, how they're trying to get to that younger audience.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I love it. Any esports, like when ESPN puts esports on, you know, like CSGO or something like that, I'm all about it. I love it.
I think that's great. I think
need more of that.
I think whenever I realized for the first time that I was like actually becoming a thing was when we were out at the bar.
Yep.
We were at this bar called Coyote Uglies in Panama City. And boy, what a just scam that place is. It's $9 for a Bud Light in a bottle. I mean, you can, dude, get out of here with that. And it's just a bunch of, anyways, just a bunch of just country jams, baby. But when I realized that esports was soon to take off was when we were at that bar, which is a quote honky tonk. when we were at that bar and I looked up to all the screens that were above the bar and it was all Counter-Strike, I was like, yo, this is it. Like this, like if this honk, and people were like actually watching it, which was pretty dope. And then right after that, you threw up in a trash can, and that was when we got kicked out. That was tight. Anyways.
Well, the other guy. Okay. That's another story.
Story for another time.
Anyways, that was a great time. But yeah, man, I'm pumped about it. I think here pretty, I hope here pretty soon, like, I hope here pretty soon that we, like on Super Bowl Sunday, I hope that I can just stream it. Like, I hope it gets to become that type of norm where the NFL is like, listen, we want as many people to watch this as possible. Here it is. Like, have me be able to, like, put it on my screen with a little cam in the bottom and just hang out and talk and watch. But whether or not that'll ever happen, I don't know.
Why don't they just partner with
Twitch?
Yeah. I mean, think about it. I'm sure, like, the numbers on Twitch when you stream the Super Bowl on Twitch, I'm sure they would have like a certain channel or something. Right. I'm sure those numbers would go into the same numbers as if you were watching it on DirecTV or whatever your show is. So I don't.
Even if they made, like, the only way I could see that really playing to their benefit is if they allow us to watch the game right here on Twitch without having to worry about anything.
Right.
Would be if they instead of like the regular commercials like we watched, they played catered to, like, basically free ads for the NFL, like something that money directly goes to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you talk about, we were talking about right before the stream started about how many hours was it of ads? It was like,
it was 360,000, and that was just on YouTube.
360,000 hours or hours of ads
on YouTube only.
Were what? Like, dude, how insane is that during the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Like during the Super Bowl. So imagine if they imagine if they put that towards, you know, they have their own separate broadcast for just Twitch where they feed the only advertisements that the advertisements that they select, like that's basically free advertising. I mean,
And you would have to implicate it into the stream, like ad block. That's still a thing. So
it is, yeah.
So
yeah, it would have to literally be like a direct live feed of the ad.
Yeah.
That way you can't get around it. Which I think even if you put it in, like if they're like, listen, you know, maybe not a lot of people do it, but you know, if they were like, listen, if you go to stream this and you go to watch it, whatever, you have to watch the ads. If you don't watch the ads, like it would be just like anything else, like just like they would consider it like a rebroadcast and possibility of, you know, a 24-hour ban, you know, and further into the like, because if you're gonna do it, you're gonna commit to it, and if people are gonna fuck off with it, sorry, if you're gonna
be disingenuous with
right,
your ad watching,
right? Then you know, let's give you a 24-hour because I got no problem feeding ads right now. Like,
also,
dude, to watch the Super Bowl, let's go.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I'm
Especially
about
Super
it.
Bowl because it's free on like wherever you go. Like Super Bowl is not like a paid event. It's not pay-per-view or anything like that. Like that should be like a big one that like should be allowed. It's a holiday for God's sake.
Yeah, it is. It's very true. I think it should be.
For sure.
I think it'd be great.
I agree.
I think it'd be great. But yeah, you know, talking about Tim, like all the big names. Did you see all the big name streamers that were there because of Twitch? Dude. Nick Merckx, Ninja, obviously Tim. We had Pokimane,
yeah.
Lupo, Mrs. Lupo, Symphony, Brooke AB, Nick 830. I don't know if I said him already. Tfue, and they all were in their own box. I don't know if they all were all hit each other up and were like, yo, why don't we split this box 15 ways? Or if Twitch was like, yo, we bought this box, y'all are going.
I think the NFL
really.
Yeah, I honestly believe that. 100%.
I know the NFL invited a few people, especially Ninja Tim, Nick,
and Pokimane.
And Pokimane. That's true.
I know this because of the podcast. I have to do my research.
It's true.
Right, of course.
If you're out there listening, it's all research, nothing else, nothing more than that. No, I think it's lit. I want to know. First of all, I want to know how much those boxes are. The second of all, I want to know who paid for it. And
that's the one I want to know.
Yeah, and I wonder what those come with. Does like those suites like that? Do those include just like all you can drink, all you can eat? Is that the type of thing that's there, Trey?
For everyone I've been to, yes, but I'm not too sure. I mean, I'm sure it is. They probably paid tens of thousands of dollars for those tickets. Just probably a free food and drinks, I'm sure.
Damn, that sounds lit. Going to the Super Bowl, having free anything. Wow.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
That sounds
just
great.
give me a mountain of wings and beer, and I am good.
Good to go. But what's crazy is like that whole crew is in there. Like those are like the top influencers on this platform right now. And they're all hanging out. Matter of fact, I saw they were hanging out with Jeffree Star pregame. Tim.
Ninja, I saw that picture.
Yeah, all hanging out with Jeffree Star. Dude, let me tell you, if you bump shoulders with Jeffree Star, okay, you're doing something right because Jeffree Star, that dude is a mogul, beyond mogul. So I don't know how that happened or what's going on, but dude, that was lit. Like, shout out to them.
For sure.
Kind of back into commercials. I know we're bouncing around a little bit, but dude,
that's fine.
Dude, biggest troll of 2020, Tom Brady in the Tom Brady commercial. Dude, so I had originally made in our list, in our notes of podcast things to talk about, I had originally put in there as like a highlight thing. We were going to talk about this is Tom Brady's cryptic photo that he tweeted with nothing on it, just a photo, just a black and white photo of him at the end of the tunnel. And then that commercial plays, and dude, Trey and I were like, "Oh my god, dude, it's time!"
I grabbed James, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
he's like, all careers must come to, and then like the lights shut down, and then he hits us with the Hulu meme, dude.
Yeah,
you want to talk about somebody that just got paid? Tom Brady, I gotta know the figure. I gotta know how much Tom Brady got paid to drag out that meme, because dude, that picture was cycling through so many different TV shows, thousands, I'm sure, of other podcasts just like us.
Oh, for sure.
There's thousands of podcasts right now that are talking about this same exact thing, but we're better, so sub here. Dude, what the biggest debate of 2020 was Tom Brady, and it was great. Dude,
I like it. Yeah,
it was,
hilarious.
dude, it was perfect. You talk about to be able to drag a meme out like that, and then to drop the hammer on Super Bowl fucking Sunday. Oh my god, that was great. I thought it was amazing.
Same. I'm with you 100%.
Dude, that is incredible. And talking about Tom Brady, where's he gonna go? I heard. So I've been told.
My sources
sources have told us that if Tom Brady becomes a free agent, the Raiders and the Chargers are going to pursue him. Does Tom Brady become a Raider or a Charger? And is that a possibility?
He doesn't.
He doesn't leave.
You don't think he leaves, Trey?
Nah, I think he stays.
You think he stays a Patriot?
Yeah, I think he retires a Patriot, stays a Patriot.
Dude, I don't see him in any other uniform.
Could you imagine him walking out in black and gray? Like,
no.
Hey, but another source has told us, lay it on him.
He recently, up to 4 days ago, he bought a house in Las Vegas, whether that means anything or not, but he did buy it.
He bought a house in Vegas?
But we're talking about Tom Brady that has enough money to buy a house.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so,
I understand
you take it with
that.
a grain of salt,
Right.
but
I understand that, but the time period, the time frame,
yeah, that's a little.
Like, you think my dog's retiring in Vegas? Nah, bro.
No,
I don't know. There's
a little wild.
There's definitely a lot of speculation to be had there. That's for sure. But I also agree. I don't think Tom Brady becomes a Charger or. I mean, dude, you'd have to pay Tom Brady a lot of money to go play for the Chargers. Okay,
Dude, that's disgusting.
you'd have to pay Tom Brady a lot of money. I think he hangs it up. I mean, if this were me personally, I'd hang it up. Like, you did it. You're a Hall of Famer.
I think he'll hang out for like a mentor. Like, he'll start. I think unless they draft someone just incredible, which I think they will. But I think that they. I don't even know who the backup is, honestly. But
I don't know that anybody does. It's Tom. They don't even have a backup. It's just Tom.
I think he gets plugged into a mentor role after they drafted the next quarterback, and he kind of shows him the ropes, and then gives him the crown.
Passes
For sure.
the torch.
Passes it in.
What do we know what selection they have at the draft? Or we won't know until that day.
Maybe. Let's see.
Because we obviously know like the top 4 right off the rip.
Here we go, right here.
Still waiting for
23rd.
23rd?
Depending on the trades.
Oh man. I don't know. You still might get some. It's weird because I feel like, yes, a lot of the good guys, obviously a lot of the good guys go in the first couple. But dude, there have been some big names.
slept on.
Tom Brady.
Yep.
Tom Brady himself is a living proof of deep in the draft picks that are. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. He's gone.
There's a lot of busts out there too.
There have been a lot of busts.
There's one on the Browns that I know of.
Who's that, dude? Why don't you lay that on us, dude? I can see it now.
They've had some terrible quarterback.
The Awkwardly Close podcast said what about the Browns?
I don't think that's like a
all
shocking.
press is good press, dude.
Yeah, so.
That'd be
But yeah, people get slept on.
Yeah,
People slip through the cracks. Yeah, I agree.
I agree. Lamar Jackson's one of them this year. The most unanimous MVP. The second, I forget how they worded it. The second whatever MVP ever. You know who was the first one? Tom Brady.
Damn.
God. You know?
Wow. Yeah.
Like, what? And he was slept on. A lot of teams passed on him. And here he landed. The Baltimore freaking Ravens. Absolutely. I mean, you know how many kids are going to be wearing number 8 for?
Dude, they hit the lotto.
Right.
Yeah.
They hit the lotto.
For a very long time. That's for sure. I wonder, I don't know how much he actually got paid, what his contract is, but I'd like to see it. See if the money's actually worth there or not.
Imagine being the Browns and then passing on like someone like that, you know, or like being just any other team and passing on someone, like seeing a Tom Brady, and you're like, wow, I could have picked him.
Yep.
Like that probably puts that deep, you know, that feeling in your stomach. Oh my!
You're like, dude, like that's one that haunts you forever.
Yeah, that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel you, dude. I feel you. I'm sure there's a bunch of teams out there that are like that right now.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. I want to talk about a few other things here in the football world. First and foremost, I want to talk about the retirement of not retirement, but Greg Olsen leaving the Panthers. I don't really keep up with the Panthers. Not my team. I think they're trash. That's me personally speaking. Okay. Where'd Greg Olsen go, Trey?
The U, baby.
Okay, that's super weird. So he's been with them for 9 seasons. He was the 31st pick by the Bears in 2007, and he's a 3-time Pro Bowl selection who's played 13 seasons in the NFL. He still wants to play, apparently, and again, I don't keep up with this, but I don't keep up with the Panthers or really anything around the Panthers, but I will say I got a lot of respect for tight ends. As a former terrible one, big fan of tight ends and especially the hard work that they put in, so I'm a big fan. On his career, he has 718 total receptions for 8,444 yards, averaging 11.8 yards a reception, which is pretty damn fire, if you ask me. And I wonder what actually led him to leaving the Panthers. I don't know if this season was like it for him or what. Supposedly, from what I actually had read on Twitter this morning, whether again, Twitter's a wild place.
Yep.
But supposedly, he is talking with the Patriots. About going over there, and let me see if I can find that real quick. I might not be able to now, but
about what was it? Right when I called you, it was 2 hours prior that he said, or a post came out that he said that the Patriots were actually trying to get Gronk back on the team.
I literally just typed in Greg Olsen. That everything's saying Greg Olsen says Patriots trying to get Gronk to return.
Yeah. And that's what I had read. They were saying is that if they don't get Gronk back, they're probably going to go with Olsen. Which, I mean, as a team that's had a lot of success with tight ends in the past.
Also, think about this. This is kind of tying into the fact, like, what are they doing? Like, are they trying to keep Tom Brady there?
Right.
You know, it's kind of weird if they're asking Gronk to come back, which I don't think he does. Like,
I don't know if he does, man. I'd love to see Gronk come back.
Yeah, for sure.
I think everybody would love to see Gronk come back. I think that'd be lit.
He's a monster. Yeah, he's a monster.
But like, I can also see Gronk making a career as a personality on TV. I could see him doing literally anything, not just anything with sports, but I think he would excel highly doing things with sports.
I think he's in the wrong era. I think I could see him in like 2005 MTV Spring Break, like kind of.
I think he's still in that mindset right now, dude.
Yeah.
You see him?
I think he's still in that mindset right now as we speak, which is great. I love it, dude. I love it. I hope to see him. I would love to see him come back, but if he doesn't, I hope we get to see him on the analyst table. And
I could see Greg Olsen going to a team that doesn't have a tight end, and that team being the Seahawks.
Yeah, but do you think? do you think? Well, yeah. There's a lot of factors there, you know. But the thing is, here's the two options that you go with. If the Patriots don't bring back Gronk, they probably don't keep Tom Brady, right? But God, I'm trying to think of a way to word this, because he's got, if that is an option, if that is an option, one thing that could definitely sell him is Russell fucking Wilson. Okay, that dude is an incredible quarterback, and they need to mix in more. They need to mix in more tight end pass plays. That is for sure. And I think it'd be great to have him there. But what if Tom Brady's like, yo, I'll still come back without Gronk, and Olsen has a choice between Tom Brady and Russell Wilson. Who you think he's gonna pick?
Oh, Tom.
Yeah, even I picked Tom. You know,
Right.
like.
But on the opposite spectrum of that, do you think Tom comes back if Greg Olsen comes instead of Gronk?
Yeah, I don't. But then we go back to that role. We're back in that same mindset of like, okay, does he get put in a mentor role for a season, get their backup guy ready for 2022, and then 2022 hand off the torch, or even midway through 2021, you know? But I don't know. If Brady does come back and that's still on the table, and they're like, look, Olsen, we want you to come over here, and also the Seahawks are like, hey, we want you to come over here, he probably goes Tom Brady. So
Yeah.
would it be nice? Yes, but I don't know that it would happen.
Did you see his tweet? I know, and the same thing. You gotta take that with a grain of salt, but
No.
Click. Hold on.
Let me just go to his Twitter. Okay, I'm in here.
And scroll down to February 1st, and you see him comment on something from Bill Voth.
Yeah. Olsen
And
could still play.
And then what Bill Voth said, and then scroll down to the first thing that the first comment from that.
Could Cam Newton be whispering to Russell Wilson? And Greg Olsen said, Olsen can still play. And then scroll
the first
down.
Comment
Under Bill's or Greg's tweet?
Greg Sweet.
Facts, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Like, that would be fucking tight, dude.
Dude, facts. Whoa. Yo, get liked. That's gonna be lit, dude.
That would be sick,
Dude.
If Olsen goes to Seattle, that would be tight to get Greg Olsen.
Dude, that would be tight. Wow. Oh man, that'd be great. Wow. I'm pretty hyped right now, actually. Yo, I'm pretty hyped right now, actually. Yo, Gronk, come back, bro. That'd be lit, dude. Wow. I'd be super pumped about that. Wow. Dude, let's go. Okay, sorry. Sorry, my bad. Another thing that I wanted to talk a little bit about, and that you and I talked about, Trey, because you came home hype.
Oh shit.
Hype. And for those of you guys that don't know, Trey is a slight fan of the Miami Hurricanes, okay? A slight fan. I don't know if you guys can tell that or not, but yeah, he's a slight fan of the Miami Hurricanes. Oh, okay, dude. Yep, he's got the U. Who's that signed by?
Everyone.
Everyone. Okay. This one's everyone. Big Miami guy here. I've never seen him in anything other than the freaking orange and gold. Or orange and green, sorry. Sorry. Oh my
That's
God.
true,
Orange and green. Ed Reed, the Pro Football Hall of Famer, was hired as the new chief of staff for the Hurricanes. What does that mean for the Hurricanes, Trey?
I really feel like that means honestly, just the role itself is like an advisory role, like kind of watching everything that Manny Diaz does, make sure that he makes the good decisions and he can put his opinion in and his comments, making sure that he's going the right way with the team. On top of that, Ed Reed has so many connections with so many people. He just did like kind of like a podcast with himself, Michael Irvin, Ray Lewis, and yeah, dude, and
Murder Row.
Oh God.
Yeah.
But they just did like one giant podcast, and so what I'm getting at is that all those other like big NFL names will and want to come back to like help Miami and
because they need it, that's for sure.
Yeah, they need it for sure. And who like what defensive back in the NFL gets the choice to be like, you can go to Miami and like work with Ed Reed every single day.
Yeah.
You can go there and work with Ed Reed, like one of the greatest safeties to ever play the game.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like that is huge. And then we have like so many people coming in, like between like, so we got a guy named Bubba Bolden last year from UCLA that was a monster for us, but he didn't even get to play the entire season. But we have like so many people, like we have Jalen Phillips coming in, also from UCLA. He was the #1 pick a few years ago.
Yeah.
We had the new quarterback coming in, Derek King.
He's come from Houston, right?
Yeah, from Houston. He's supposed to be a baller.
Right.
Offensive line coach. We got a new one, so hopefully he can get our shit together. And
I need to just get some bigger boys.
Yeah, dude, we do. We need to go recruit in the Midwest.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah. Head out to Iowa, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to come play for the U? Come on.
Right. And like almost to like we lost 7 games total last year. Including the bowl game. But we lost 7 games, and every one of those games, I'd say like 4, maybe even 5. The difference was field goals.
Right.
We missed multiple field goals that should not have been missed.
Yikes.
And that turned into losses for us.
Which is pretty crazy because I feel like Miami recruits some. Well, no, I guess we've
had decent kickers in the past, but
like that Aussie that tatted out dude.
That's our punter though, and
yeah, I know.
So our punter was terrible, and then we got him, and our kicker was great. Our kicker plays for the Chargers now, actually.
Right.
And then we dropped, and then he went to the draft. We had a guy named Bubba Baxa, which was the hype was around him. He's supposed to be a stud, and he missed everything. Oh my God! Put Ocho Cinco in, please.
Put me in.
Put literally anyone in. I will kick with my back heel and have a better field goal than him. And my man could not hit shit, so we took away his scholarship, and we got the FIU kicker who beat us. Hit a 54-yard field goal on us.
Oh my God.
And now he's our kicker. So I am hoping that turns around, because that's a difference between us going 6-7 and probably like a 9-10 win season. Just like that.
Just off of field goals.
Just off a field goal. And then we also have a defensive tackle coming in that's from Temple, or defensive end from Temple. And he's like supposed to be one of the best in the country. So.
Well, I'm excited to see what happens with the U this year.
I hope so.
Because what?
We have National Signing Day this week too. Forgot about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh. Trey, will you be there?
Every high school, he's going.
Yeah.
Who's actually signing to the U? Who's actually signing to the U? No, I think that'd be lit. I'm excited to see what they do this year, because for multiple different reasons. First of all, I live with you, and if the Hurricanes are having a shit season, I'm gonna hear all about it.
Yeah, man, it's not gonna be fun. I'm just gonna be it's gonna be bad mood Trey all the time.
Imagine you at work when Miami's playing and they're losing, Oh boy.
Whoa,
Yeah, it's rough.
Lord.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
that was me and Angela's this year, and it was not fun.
Oh boy. Yikes.
God.
I'm out.
Yeah, me
So
too.
we'll see what happens. I'm excited to see. I also want to talk about Damian Lillard, bro, who is on an absolute hot streak right now. The guy cannot be stopped. Damian Lillard, I'm gonna read this right here. Okay. First of all, I'm gonna nail this. He joins James Harden and Kobe Bryant as the only players to score at least 293 points over a 6-game span in the last 20 years. 293 points in 6 games? Dude, what a time it is to be a Blazer fan.
Dude, that's insane.
Dude, they are popping off. When he played at when they played in LA last week, oh my God. My man came off the bench in the fourth quarter and had what, Trey, 25 points, something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Like that's that dude, I listen, I'm not gonna pretend like I follow basketball a whole lot, but I'm definitely trying to get into it a little bit more. But there, you can't deny Lillard, Dame right now. He's on fire.
No.
He is on fire. He has 49 3-pointers during this streak right now, the most of any 6-game stretch in NBA history.
That's so crazy.
That it 49 threes. He's also averaging 10.2 assists, making him the first player in the league to average 45 points and 10 assists over 6 games. That dude. Who's going to the ship, Trey? Who's
Lakers.
going?
Smile.
What was that?
The Lakers.
Lol.
No, they're not.
7 games, baby.
Hey,
LeBron goes 0 dark 30 and he's a whole different person.
Yeah.
Trey, if they don't go this year, what happens?
Nothing, because they do go.
They just stay again?
They do.
I
go.
guarantee you,
LeBron,
everyone,
and Davis, it's a dude. They take off.
they'd be rioting in the streets of LA
dude.
if they don't go and
They
win.
make it. This is the year.
This is the year.
This is the
They
year.
literally better.
Hey, listen, there's been no better year with what's been happening. Like, what's happened? There's no better year than now.
I didn't say they're gonna win the ship. I said they're gonna get the ship.
No, they better win. They need to win.
Hey, Miami Heat.
Trey, get out of here.
My
with
dog
that.
Trey living in the past, dog.
Hey, dude, Miami's good this year.
I
dude.
walked
They're
in.
like-
I walked into Trey's room last night. I said, Trey, what are you doing? Because he wasn't on his computer or anything. I said, Trey, what are you doing? He's like, nothing. Watching old Miami videos. I'm like, dude, what? Why?
Trey every night.
Dude, why? My man Trey is sitting in bed watching on YouTube all the old Miami videos he possibly can. It's ridiculous. What are you typing in right now? Miami
Big three.
videos?
Big three.
God.
Actually, I'm bringing up the power ranking.
Okay.
The big 3 Miami. Is that where you bring it up, Trey? Sorry,
Dude,
Trey, that ain't happening this year,
That's the
buddy.
best big 3 of all time. What are you talking about?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is.
They're pretty damn. That was a damn good
Yeah,
team.
we'll take that back and say the best 2 because D Wade and LeBron did it all. Fuck Chris Bosh.
Hey, chill out.
Ray Allen was a bigger.
Hey, you better chill out before that
Ray
dinosaur
Allen,
comes eat you.
What's the best team ever in your personal opinion?
2006 Miami Heat, man.
Are you kidding me? You think they?
Dude, we had the Magic. Jason Williams just throwing passes behind his back to D Wade.
You don't think the last Golden State?
D Wade goes 9 and 10, and then the 10th one, Shaq jumps up, grabs that reed, throws it back to D Wade just to hit it again. Dude, 2006 Miami Heat was the GOAT.
No. No, not of all time, Trey. No,
Dude,
way.
Miami Heat 2006.
Dude, Kobe and Shaq. I bet you Kobe Shaq team would have beat them.
Nah, dude, Shaq's too good.
Nah, bro, that's not fair, dude.
Your love for Miami.
Dude,
It's incredible.
I have never seen somebody love a team as much as Trey or loves anything Miami.
For sure.
I've never seen it.
Miami Heat's 8 in the power rankings. They were 6 last week. Nah, I think the greatest team of all time is I think MJ's still the greatest player of all time. And I think
Which year?
The 96. What was it? The 92-10s? 92 and 10? 90. No, what am I talking about? 72 and 10. 72 and 10?
Yeah,
I don't know.
10.
I don't have that stat pulled up, unfortunately. So
Pretty sure it's 70.
I did not know we were gonna go this direction.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was a 72 and 10 season. And then the Golden State beat about one game, 73 and 9.
Well, back to Dame. Back to Dame.
Back to him.
The only person that could ever stop him. Shaquille O'Neal in the rap game. Changed my mind.
I wish I had a clip of that pulled up. I should have been prepped
Changed
for
my
this.
mind.
Shaquille O'Neal dominates him in the rap game. Where were they at?
No, they both sent each other.
Jesus.
And Dame, like, he can rap like Pusha T rap.
Oh, really? He goes hard?
Dude, he's good.
Really?
No, he's pretty.
I
freaking good.
gotta diverse myself and take a listen on this thing.
Listen to him now. Shaq
just comes out with the funny bars.
Dude, it's just Shaq. Like
The general.
You know what's funny? Dame actually makes fun of him for
Oh,
being
really?
Yeah.
That's great.
I forget his rebuttal, but dude, it's just Shaq, dude. You can't beat Shaq.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to
He's
beat
just-
Shaq. Have you seen him at like EDC concerts going hard? Dude, he's the dude in the first of all, not only is he DJing some of these shows, but he's
Really?
dude, yeah. You ought to look into Shaq DJing shows, bro. He is popping.
Dude, is he about to be my favorite center of all time, my favorite actor, favorite rapper, and my favorite DJ of all time?
Honestly, probably.
What's your favorite Shaq movie? Shazam.
Dude,
Yep.
dude, Shazam. No, dude, but he's also the guy he'll be like front row at like a hardcore like trap house concert, and he's the dude that's like, you know how they put the their like big blocking rails.
Yeah.
He's the dude that's like lifting them up and like dude, he's going nuts, bro. Like I'll send you a link to him.
Dude,
My dog will be out there.
have to.
My dog will be out there in a wife beater, just going hard, dude. It's sick.
If I'm DJing that
And
and
Shaq,
I see him,
he's on stage.
I'm
Get
like,
up,
dude.
Yeah, get up here, bro.
Get up here, right next to me.
Yeah. Having Shaq, like, dude, get security. Go get Shaq right now.
Yeah.
God,
Get him.
That'd be lit.
Get shot.
You know what I would give to see Shaq do the head bop, the head bop in person. Oh man. Oh man,
He's such a meme. It's awesome.
dude, it's great.
I love him so
Such
much.
a fan.
Oh,
Back to, I don't even know where we were. Now you got me all thinking about Shaq. Oh yeah, we're talking about we're talking about Dame.
Dame.
Talking about Dame.
See what
No,
happens
I-
when we talk about Dame and Shaq? Shaq just powers over him, dude.
No, a complete different topic. Now. I wanted to talk a little bit about, dude, Tfue getting robbed, bro. First of all, did you see the watch by any chance?
No,
You
I
didn't.
actually.
Dude, okay, hang on. I'm gonna pull
There
up.
were so
I'm gonna
there's
pull
so
up a
many
picture.
tweets, going around. Like all these other Fortnite players were like, yo, they like tweet their watch and be like, yo, I just got this from a boy, you know, like saying they stole it. So there were so many watches. Like I don't even know. I may have looked at the right one, but dude, they were all over the place. Like holy smokes. It's like a big meme on Twitter.
I'm gonna pull up an article here. Hopefully that has the photo in it. Of course it doesn't. You know, just of course it doesn't.
Of course.
Anyways, it was an all iced out. I mean, dude, iced out. It looks sick. It was an Audemars. I have it written down here. An Audemars PK Royal Oak steel versus Arabic dial. And what that? So I'm a big Audemars guy. I wish I had it, but you know that's a $40,000+ watch, depending on use, condition, all that kind of stuff. Here it is, right here. Let's go. Let's go here. All right, so here it is, right here, just iced out, as you can probably see. Was stolen in Miami. Still not yet found, correct? Not that I've seen.
I don't.
Not
think
that I've
so.
heard of, or I looked this morning. Haven't heard anything about it. But apparently, around 7 hours after the competition had wrapped up, he tweeted out that he got robbed. Not talking about any other details within the incident, but the watch ranging around $40K. First of all, we talked a little bit about this like a week ago, about a lot of these guys walk around now without security, which is pretty crazy to me, because one, you're very, very well known. Second of all, dude, you walk around flexing a $40,000 watch in Miami, or literally probably anywhere, dude, you're running a risk, bro. You're running a risk of getting run up on. And a lot of these guys, you know, and we noticed it at TwitchCon, a lot of the big guys, a lot of the big names all have their own team of security. You know, so for instance, Tim had like 4 dudes. Nick Merckx had like 3 or 4. Like,
Smart.
I mean, like, these guys, when they walk around, they're like, listen, if you're gonna rob me, they're gonna put it up. Like, you know, they're there for you. And the fact that Tfue, which has plenty of money, I don't know if he was just in that mindset of like, dude, that'll never happen. Like, that'll never happen to me thing. Like is pretty insane, because I feel like even I'm sure even Nick and Tim and all those guys, and Ninja, I'm sure especially even Ninja, they have their own teams down there with them, probably for the Super Bowl right now, just walking around. Like, I mean, dude, these guys are with them on every step of the way, throughout the events, outside of the events, everywhere they go, they're there. And dude, I can't believe that Tfue, of all people, doesn't have that, or didn't have that, because I mean, whether or not that says it would stop the situation from happening or not, I don't know. But dude, to be flexing an Audemars like that and not have somebody else there to have your back, other than a bunch of others, I'm sure, scrawny white Fortnite players, like, dude, come on. Like, my man's got to be smarter than that, that's for sure.
I think the other streamers were just they were probably advised better.
Really?
You know, you think about their management, like Ninja's management. I mean, their management is insane. He has an Adidas deal. He runs around, you know. Yeah. Like, I feel like he doesn't have that. Yeah, because
I don't know. I don't even know. First of all, I haven't watched anything about Tfue in a hot minute. I don't even know what's been going on with him. I should probably get a little bit more in tune with what's going on there. But you know, I haven't seen a lot of Tfue in a very long time, so I don't even know who or if he even has a management team, somebody that is there to be like, hey, you need to like do this or this. Like, the last thing I'd heard of from Tfue was the last like real mainstream I heard of I heard about Tfue before this was the face.
The face.
Was him leaving face. Like, that was the biggest thing I've seen.
Also, you got to remember that when you're someone like this and you tweet and you get on IG and you post everything, you're on streams all the time, people know exactly, they can pinpoint exactly where you are all the time. Yeah. Like,
that's pretty scary to think about.
Isn't that?
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty scary to think.
You need to be very worried at that fact. Don't be like paranoid or anything, but that's where the security comes in.
Right.
And he should have had it. Like, and also you shouldn't be walking around 40 grand on your wrist anyway.
No, not in Miami.
Yeah,
No.
probably not. Especially and again that plays right back into it. You know, with a team, with a security team behind you, maybe. You know, but I mean, you're
Maybe,
still
yeah, for
you're,
sure.
you because you know that peace of mind. Okay, like I know I can wear this. I know I wouldn't have any issues. Or if I do have issues, I know that it's gonna go down.
Mm-hmm.
And like somebody's got to be ready. And dude, in Miami, people are ready.
For sure.
People are ready to throw down. People are ready to throw down if you're not on the gas immediately as the light turns green at a red light, bro.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you got to be ready to go down there. So, yeah, you know, I'm with that. I mean, it's insane. I don't know what he was thinking because you know he's got the money, obviously, to hire a team for a weekend. And I hope we see him the next time around. I hope we see him the next time around with a big time team, not just him and Jug Squad. You know, like what are those guys gonna do?
Also, I really hope this. I mean, it sucks that it happened to him, but I hope it opens others' eyes.
Right.
You know, like Clicks, he just got that watch from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Homie
I
from
hope
the
he goes,
Vikings?
dude, I'm not. Yeah, I hope he goes, dude, I'm not walking around with this thing on my wrist.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
hope it really opens people's eyes like that because this is getting to like Twitch is getting to a point to where they're like practically like celebrities.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
so they need to watch it.
Yeah.
Like
100%. I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with, you know, right now being it was almost like, you remember when we used to talk about how when we were big into League, we talked about how like these big name league players, Faker, Cody Sun, a bunch of other ones. It doesn't matter.
Double lift.
It doesn't matter. But these guys over there. So Faker's Korea. South Korea. So Faker, Korea, South Korea is and still is an absolute superstar. Above,
sure.
like, dude, we're talking celebrity. Like, we're talking Faker. And if you've never seen Faker, it might be worth a Google. Faker walks into a bar or a restaurant in South Korea, and it's like Leonardo DiCaprio walks into a bar here, to your local bar. Like, it is another level. And I remember when we were big into League, right when I first started streaming, maybe even before I started streaming, we were like, dude, how insane is that? Like he plays video games and he's like that level of stardom and fame. Like, girls have pictures of him on their wall, like, which is crazy. And now that's becoming such a norm, especially with the way that Twitch platform has grown, and the way that all these other content creators have grown throughout multiple different platforms, not only Twitch but YouTube and Instagram and Twitter and all these different things. But how crazy is it that is a thing now? That like Ninja's hanging out with Jeffree Star.
Yeah, it's wild.
Like what? Like this is a new era of fame, and I love it. Because I'm in the industry, man, I love it because the possibilities there for really anyone. If you sacrifice the time, put in the hard work, and with a little bit of luck, you'll make it. And that I truly believe that. And I think it's great because it opens it up for a lot of different reasons, but also at the same time, back to the Tfue thing, is you got to be careful, dude. Like, you're not. Like, you're at a level now where in their head they might just be like, yeah, I'm just a guy that plays video games. Like, I'm just a streamer, like nothing crazy. Like, I bought myself something nice. I want to wear it. I shouldn't have anything to worry about. And then bam, you're robbed. 40K later, it's on somebody else's wrist. Like, pretty crazy. Pretty scary stuff to think about, that's for sure. Definitely like I even talked about like in the future going to different cons or anything like that, and not only from a like fame or stardom standpoint, you know,
just in general,
you know, having people that are there to protect you in case of anything is always a good thing for peace of mind. I mean, peace of mind alone is enough. Like, the world is a scary place, man. There's a lot of crazy people out there, and like, you know, these big events are the in their mind, and a lot of these people's minds, the place to finally show that off. And that's where, you know, I get afraid going to events right now with everything that's been going on in the world. Everybody, all these shootings and everything. Like, dude,
look at the one in where was it? Jacksonville
with the Madden. Yeah.
Yep.
Dude,
Shooting in
dude, that is scary, man. Like, so not only do I advise it for, I mean, who am I to advise it for the big names? But hey, if you're out there listening, would definitely advise the security team. Dude, even I want it. Even spending a grand for a weekend, having a team come out. Okay, like, you know, sometimes it's worth that money, and you never know. Maybe that one time that you're like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Is the time where you're like, shh, dude, a grand or my life right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I feel for him, but I think it definitely could have been. I think it definitely could have been avoided. That's for sure.
Yeah,
that's
for sure. 1,000%. Like,
that's for sure. On top, at that same weekend, at the same whatever, during the same Twitch rivals, during Super Bowl weekend, Nick A30 was there. As if you don't know who Nick A30 is, Nick A30 is when Ninja moved to Mixer, Twitch bought out Nick A30. He signed a contract to move from YouTube to exclusively stream on Twitch, which is, depending on who you talk to, good or bad. I mean, I saw a lot of memes that were out there whenever that move happened. That was like, great, we lost Ninja and we got this guy. Like, we got Nick, bro. But then there's other people that were like, you know, Nick caters to a younger audience. He doesn't curse. He doesn't do anything like that. He's very family friendly streamer, which is great. I see a lot of streamers moving to family friendly right now, which is fine. You know, I'm not gonna say I haven't tried my hand in it, but I tried my hand in it and it lasted like an hour. Okay, dude, I can't do it. It's not my thing. If you don't want to watch me, don't watch me. Okay, if your parents say that you can't watch me, I get it. 100%, don't watch me.
Right.
So Nick A30 was at the Twitch Rivals in Miami, playing in it, and he right now is being accused of cheating during the whatever the event was.
Fortnite event.
Yeah, but what was it specifically called? Just the Fortnite event?
It was Twitch. I know it was Twitch.
The Streamer Bowl. Fortnite NFL Streamer Bowl. That's it. Okay. So during the Streamer Bowl, apparently the teams were given specific landing zones that they were allowed to land in on the map. Apparently landing outside of this map, or apparently landing outside of your zone was supposed to be punished, something like that. Now, granted, this is a charity event. It's not. They're not planning to put the money in their pocket. It's an event to showcase NFL players with streamers and to raise money for charity. Okay. So again, there's a couple different ways you can look at this, but apparently Nick was like, "Hey man," they had the comms for it, I guess, and apparently Nick was like, and this is a direct quote from the audio. What if we stretch it out a little bit more? We'll only get a warning. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to stretch it out a little bit, right? And for something as simple, and you know, I personally don't care. But for something as simple as landing outside of a zone, to some people, yes, I feel like, yes, a lot of people will get upset about that, you know, because a lot of people are still super competitive and they want to win that money to go to their charity or whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. But one commentator and I'm gonna read you a couple of different commentator quotes here that were said live at the event. Okay, one commentator said that it's pathetic, and that he used the advantage of landing outside the zone to sneak up and kill Chap, saying, "How fake can you be?" Live, ouch, that one hurts. And then another one said live that personalities that base their persona around being super nice, like Nick A30, are usually the biggest scumbags, and that just showed it. Dude. Ouch.
Ugh.
That got said live, bro. And you know, I gotta kind of side. I gotta kind of side with my dog there. There's a lot of personalities out there that are very, and I've said this a million times before.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of personalities that are out there that promote positivity and helping others and being happy all the time, and I agree with that. But let me tell you something. You're not gonna be happy all the time. You're not. Yeah, dude, if you've got all the money in the world, if you've got everything you've ever wanted, you're gonna have shitty days, okay?
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I'm a firm believer in not hiding that. So when I say that, I mean, if you're having a shitty day and you can't come in and be like, dude, today has sucked. Today has sucked. I've hated everything about it so far. And you can't come out and say that, but instead, like, kind of like mask it and be like, oh, well, hey guys, hope you guys are having a great day. I'm having a great, like,
yeah.
I don't believe in that, but I might have a different personality than most people. I believe in keeping it, dude, I keep it a buck with you. Okay. I keep it a stack of pancakes. All right. All right. If I'm having a shit day, I'm going to tell you I'm having a shit day. Right now, I'm having a great day. I'm having a great day. But on the days I'm having a shit day, I'm going to let you know. Okay. And I'm going to bitch about it probably more than you want to hear. And guess what? Get over it, because that's who I am, and deal with it. So when it comes to siding with that, I truly believe that, the personalities that base their persona around being super nice are usually the biggest scumbags. Maybe I wouldn't take it that far. I mean, that's pretty deep.
But live.
Yeah, but will I say, will I agree with the fact that personalities that are personas that are built around being super nice are sometimes pretty fake? I'm definitely gonna agree with that for sure, because man, like, there's got to be times where those guys get off stream, like the super family friendly guys. Everything's going super great. Those guys end the stream, they immediately turn around, they're like, "Fuck!" God! Like, dude, they have to. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing, bro. Like, you can't be happy all the time. I don't care what you say. Get over it, okay? You got it, dude. It's not a real thing. It's not a real thing.
I also think, like, the fact that he even thought about that, like, kind of shows a little bit in his character. Like,
right. Yeah.
Think about, like, other times. Like, did he think the same way? I know this is for charity and whatnot, but that's also pretty messed up, considering you actually killed people off of your cheat.
Yeah.
You know, that to me, especially if I was the one being killed and you weren't supposed to be there, I would have been so mad.
And I think that's what raised the question. I think that's what got people pretty upset, especially, so he landed outside and apparently killed Chap and his teammate, right? Right off the rip. And apparently, like, all of, when you, the thing about this industry is when you screw over one person, you're not just screwing over that one person, right? So he didn't just piss off Chap. He pissed off the whole Chap community. Every little kid out there that's like, oh my God, Chap is the best player ever. Like, I love watching his creative. Like, every one of those little kids and adults, I'm sure, I'm not a chat person, but that's okay. I'm sure a lot of those people were like, yo, Nick 830, fuck this guy. Like, dude, he knew he was like, so that to me can be, that to me is where I think things probably go south. Is when you because again you're not and then think about the NFL. I don't know which player he was with, who Chap was with, but and then you've got okay. So another thing to think about too, which I just thought about, is imagine it's me and some Fortnite player, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you don't land in the zone that you're supposed to land in, and you kill me. And you take money away from me and my charity, dude, you know how pissed I'd be? Like, to a point where now, again, I'm not in the spotlight or anything like that. I'm not an NFL player or anything, but dude, to where it boils over and like, yo, like, what's up, bro? Like, you're going to roll over to us and kill us when you know you're not supposed to be here or anything like that. Like, dude, I don't know. I'd be a little bit more upset about that than probably where we're at right now. That's for sure.
For sure. And also, like, this I know they didn't get any money from it, but think about all the people that probably viewed this thing.
Right.
So, like, all those NFL players tweet out, "Hey, I'm with this guy for the Streamer Bowl." Imagine just the audience this is getting to.
Yeah.
So
along with their audience.
You know exactly.
Yeah.
So it intertwines. Also, on the point of him killing Chap, think about in the game, like, it's kind of like a domino effect. You drop down, you kill Chap, so Chap's not there anymore, which he would have been, and the whole game, that whole game that he did that could have changed just by not killing Chap.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think it's a really bad thing.
It is
on my end.
It is. I agree. I agree, man. I don't know what's gonna happen with it. Probably nothing. Probably nothing's gonna happen. But either way, I kind of hope it's like a stain for a little bit. You know, where the next time he goes live, there's a bunch of people that are like, "Hey, dude, you remember when you cheated last weekend? Like, come on." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, even another greater point. So I don't know who he's sponsored by or a partnership.
I don't either. I can't watch him.
I wonder if enough people have backlash against that.
Sponsors pulling out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it look bad on them because they sponsor them. So
Yeah. Sponsor a guy where, you know, if that blows up, but you know, I doubt it will.
No, I don't think it will
I
either.
doubt it'll escalate. But if it does, and enough people are getting butthurt about it, I can't imagine sponsors not pulling out.
No, there's no way. I feel like they would have to.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, dude. That's such a crazy thing because now it's such a weird world we live in 2020, and have been living in for a little while now. But you know, with their name attached to somebody else's that fucks up, the only option is to immediately get out of there. Like, all right, that's it. See ya. Like, good luck, bro. Like, all that's on you. We don't want anything associated. But I mean, it's fair. I would do it too. It is definitely fair.
Then you run the risk of people going like, "Oh, this company associates itself with cheaters." Right.
Exactly.
You know, it's like,
yep. You're 100% right. You're 100% right.
Double-edged sword at that point.
Dude, double entendre. All right, boys. I think this is an incredible place to end it. I do appreciate you guys kicking it with me on this incredible morning. Trey, I appreciate you basically just being asleep in your chair all morning. That was great of you. Big fan. Trey, where can we follow you at?
Follow me on twitch.tv/TrainProfessor or on Twitter at InfamousTreyPet.
You need to change it still.
God, I know.
I need to change mine still.
Cody, where can we follow you at, bud?
Y to the Doc on twitch.tv. King YDoc, King_YDoc on Twitter. And don't follow me on my IG. I don't post anything.
True. All right, boys. I appreciate you guys kicking it with me this morning. We'll talk with you soon after.
For sure. Love you.
Love you too, friend. All right, chat, and everybody that is in here right now. Like I said, I do greatly appreciate you guys hanging out for us for the second episode of the Awkwardly Close podcast. Episode number 2 in the books. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It really does mean a lot to me. Those of you guys that are here and live right now, that's lit. Much love to you guys. Those of you guys that missed it or coming in here towards the tail end of it, if you did miss this whole entire podcast, it'll be live on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/DapperJameson. For those of you guys that did miss it and are watching this on YouTube right now, I appreciate you watching it on YouTube. Make sure that you guys follow me on twitch.tv/DapperJameson, as well as on DapperJameson on Twitter, Instagram. I got a TikTok now, which I actually need to post to a little bit more because I haven't, but I will. I promise. So, Awkwardly Close podcast, episode number 2 in the books. We will see you guys next Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. I appreciate y'all. I'm gone.